special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at it, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Robinson toss play left side.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense.
This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
There's Chris Olave.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Now Penix. That is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Now Penix.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to send him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And a dump off here to Robinson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back. Cougar 19. Go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw again is Penix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Chris Olave, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys at 10-2 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll swing this out to Blue. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson
with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
to the touchdown. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot: stay the course. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Falcons.
Set up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer.
Penix to the air once more. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First carry now for Tony Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. He'll look to throw.
Checks this one down to Robinson. He's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here we go. Ready.
Milton. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is caught by Lamb.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check. Check, smash. 19 Lions. Ready.
Throwing is Milton.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Dragon 6, Cougar 19, Mustang 19.
To throw, it's Milton. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They'll throw with Penix.
Got a man. It's down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He's able to run free after the catch.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
And the Falcons first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go, set. Yellow.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
65, 65.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Pollard again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Chris Olave
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 2, go.
First down, and they go right back to blue.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jaden Blue
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
and the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Falcons 20.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Looking to throw Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
It's a gain of 6. And the Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Jonell Mooney.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have regained the lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
This is 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Come on. 70 Lions. Count to 60.
They begin with a carry for Blue.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
18 Cardinal.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now all of a a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, let's go. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Falcons 27. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Here's 1st down.
Let's go now.
Penix working out of the gun here. That's caught by Pitts. And he'll have another 1st down as he gets out of bounds as well to stop the clock.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And looking to throw, Penix. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now 2nd and 4. Off play action, here's Penix.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
13.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To the air, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Penix. There's Mooney with another catch.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come my team, come my team.
A play fake. Now Penix.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.